Here in this example, they want us to find the values of the constants a and b that will make this piecewise function f of x continuous everywhere. So if you think about a piecewise function, if it's going to be continuous, you want this piece's endpoint to match up with this piece, and you want this piece's endpoint to match up with this piece. So what this means to me is at x equals 0, these two functions should still be equal. And at x equals pi over 2, these two functions should be equal. So let's look at that first piece. So at x equals 0, that's 2 times 0 plus b. I want that y value, or output value, to be equal to this function evaluated at 0, 2 cosine 0 minus 3. So that means b is equal to 2 times 1, subtract 3. b should equal -1. So the same thing is true for these two functions. At this change in domain, I want these two functions to be equal. So 2 cosine pi over 2 minus 3 should equal a sine of pi over 2 plus 5 times b, and we just found out that b is -1. So that's plus -5. So let's say cosine of pi over 2 is 0. So I'm left with -3. Well, sine of pi over 2 is 1, is a minus 5. Adding 5, a must equal 2. So as long as b is equal to -1 and a is equal to 2, these piecewise functions will have the same y values at these jump points and therefore will be continuous.